Hello, everyone. Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Charlie Thorne and the Lost City, chapter 34 and 35. This chapter starts off with, action and suspense. Esmeralda, maybe Ivan, they tell Charlie or Dante and Milano, "Where's the temple?" And they want to lie to them, but immediately they say, "Don't lie, or I'm gonna kill Charlie." Ooh, okay. The temple's this way. And they know Esmeralda's not lying. So as they're going towards the temple, Charlie says, "Hi, I haven't met you before. Who are you?" And Dante says, "That's Ivan. He works for the Russians." And Ivan says, "Yes, and I can give you a very good offer, my comrade, and I can help you get paid very much from my government." And Charlie says, "What if I don't want to work for your government?" And Ivan says, "That would be a very, very bad, unhealthy choice." Okay. Now, Charlie feels that there's some confusion or difference between Esmeralda and Ivan. They're not on the same team, right? Esmeralda's waiting to backstab Ivan. Ivan's waiting to backstab Esmeralda and her brothers. And Ivan wants Charlie alive. Esmeralda wants to kill Charlie. And so they feel uncomfortable with each other. And Charlie can sense that, but she doesn't know how to use it for her. And they're walking to the temple, and she knows when they get to the temple that the bad guys are going to kill Dante and Milana quickly because they don't need them. So Charlie is thinking fast. She can do something about it, but she needs her backpack. And so she's like, "I'm thirsty. I need some water." And Esmeralda says, "Stop! Don't get any water. Give me that backpack right now." Ivan probably doesn't mind too much, but Esmeralda doesn't trust Charlie at all. So Charlie's holding the backpack. She could feel something in the air, some kind of energy. And so right at her genius brain senses the numbers, she says, "Catch!" to Esmeralda, but she holds on to the straps of her backpack, so the backpack just flies up and comes back down. And right as she throws it, lightning strikes, and it's so close that the thunder and the lightning happens almost at the exact same time. Boom! Right at that moment, Charlie runs. Dante and Milana fight the Castello brothers and take him down, and then Ivan, Esmeralda, and Dante and Milana start shooting at each other, and Charlie takes off towards the lake. And it is pouring rain now. Suddenly, the heaviest rain she's ever seen. And in just a few seconds, her whole body is covered and soaked in water. But she's running back to the lake, which is really hard because it's hard to see anything in the rain and in the fog. But she finally gets to the edge of the lake, and she sees Oz and Jose and their men, and she tries to stop and falls down. The men laugh at her and say, "Where are you going, little girl?" And they're pointing the guns at her. She is a little bit worried about Oz and his men, but right next to her, or a little bit off, she sees the pre-hominid, which is, I guess, pre-human kind of creature. And she's just like, "Oh my goodness." And that's how the chapter ends. The next chapter starts off with a conversation about evolution. If we had found this pre-hominid, it is proof that evolution is real. Because evolution is just a theory right now. Even though it's a very strong theory, it hasn't been proven. But this creature would be proof. And what does it look like? Well, It's about the size of a kindergartner, so a 5-year-old or 6-year-old. It's still hairy. Looks a lot like a monkey, but it looks more like a human. And it has a big head, which could be a sign for intelligence. And Charlie definitely sees that even though it looks a little angry in the eyes, they look really smart. So when Charlie sees this, she's scared because of the danger, but also she's scared for this guy's life or girl's life, whatever it is. Oz and his men look at it, oh, and they aim at the guy or girl. I think it's a guy. And Charlie says, no! That shocks the creature, and so it jumps out of the way right as they shoot. And the bullet kind of hits the creature, but not that much. And it runs away, and it starts to yell, whoa, 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 whoa. Imagine an angry monkey sound, I don't know. And suddenly, other monkeys that were hiding in the fog jump out and attack Oz and his men. 2 of them didn't even know what happened. Dead. Oz had his gun out. He shot one and ran, and Jose followed him. And the 2 other guys were like, what's going on? And they also died. The humans are dangerous. The new creatures know, but the humans know that these guys are also dangerous. When this happens, Charlie takes off running. She doesn't know where she's going. She's trying to get back to the canoe, but she's kind of lost where she is. And she reaches water, and she tries to go around the water, but she doesn't know if she's going the right way. But she's trying to find the canoe to go out into the lake where it might be safe. It skips over to Dante and Milana, who are just looking for Charlie and saying, Charlie, Charlie, where are you? Usually they'd kind of go quiet and be sneaky, but they heard the gunshots and the crazy sounds of the new creatures, and so they're really worried, and they're trying to run and find out where Charlie is. That's how chapter 35 ends. Some vocabulary in chapter 34. First one is exploit, which is to use someone to gain something that actually hurts that other person. So maybe I can exploit a child, saying, hey, go steal that thing for me and bring it back, and I'll give you candy. Or I can exploit the land. I can destroy the land and take what I want, and then it's kind of broken and the animals can't live there very well. It's exploit. Amassing, coming together in greater numbers. Drenched, covered in water, soaked in water. Maybe my sweater here, if it rains, it would get wet, but if I put it all the way in water, it's just like soaked in water. That is drenched. That leaves some vocabulary in chapter 35, which were a bunch, but let's hit them pretty quick. First one, undeniable. You cannot deny it. You can't say it's not real or it's not true. Maybe you can tell your friends, I can touch my tongue to my nose. They say, no, you can't. No, that's impossible. But you go, lick, and you touch your nose with your tongue. Whoa. They've seen it with their eyes. It's undeniable. A nape, that is like the back of your neck where the hairs start to disappear. And Charlie can feel on the back of her neck the energy in the air as it touches her hairs. Agitation. Oh, nape. No, that is the creature. Its hairs on the back of its neck are up, just like a dog or a cat, showing that it's angry. Maybe not ready to fight, but something is wrong, and that is agitation. Feeling uncomfortable, a little starting to get to anger. Not quite angry, but that feeling of, I don't like this. This is dangerous. I'm about ready to go crazy, but not yet. I'm just agitated. And that's kind of what the new creature is showing. Guttural sound from your throat is making this growling sound, showing that it's not comfortable. Scampered is to run away quickly, very quickly, and maybe a little bit crazy or being scared or with fear. Eluding is escaping or missing. So they're shooting at it, but it escaped or dodged or missed the bullets. Rudimentary, we've had before, but again, I want to help you pronounce it, and that just means very, very basic. Disoriented means not sure where you're going. I don't know if you've ever played the game where you cover your eyes and someone spins you and you have to put a tail on the donkey or maybe put a nose on a face, something like that. But they spin you to make you disoriented. Which way am I going? And the last one here, I believe, is presumed. Presumed is to think of something, think of the answer before you actually know it. So maybe if you look at me and say, oh, Michael is a white guy, I presume that he is Australian. I presume he is English. I presume he's American. You don't know, but in your mind is already making these presumptions, these pre-beliefs about something. And in case you're wondering, I'm American. That leaves us with our discussion question. Have you ever been disoriented? Something happened in life, certainly maybe in that game, but you just got disoriented. Whoa, wait, where am I? Where are we going? Where is the thing? Has that ever happened to you? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.